Hello everyone, my name is Gabriele Bavota and this year I have the pleasure to serve as the General Chair for ICPC 2022, the 30th International Conference on Program Comprehension. With this video I would like to welcome you first of all and to provide some basic information about how the conference is organized. So as you probably know, ICPC 2022 was supposed to be co-located with the ICSI in Pittsburgh. And the good news is that we are still co-located with ICSI. The bad news is that we are not in Pittsburgh, but we are online on Midspace. Now, I know this is suboptimal, but as organizing committee, we really did our best to make sure that you will have a good experience even attending the conference online. So as I said, this is the 30th edition of ICPC. And you know, in these 30 years, ICPC went quite far. For example, nowadays it is listed as a conference in the core ranking, which means is among the top 23% of conferences, similarly to MSR or ICSME. And if we went that far as a community, this is mostly due to the people who built this community, such as, for example, Václav Rajlič, who was one of the pioneers of the program comprehension community. And in this edition of ICPC, we are going to remembering him and to celebrate the 30 years of ICPC through some videos we are going to play in our program. So you will see them. Okay, what I learned as a general chair is that to organize a conference, you need a really strong team. And so let me introduce you to the ICPC 2022 organizing committee. Let me start from the two program co-chairs, Venera and Sonia. I would like to spend a couple of words about them. If you're organizing a conference, consider inviting them as program co-chairs because they are super reliable. And they were not just program co-chairs, they were also general co-chairs. I mean, they took care of all the possible aspects of the conference, going from the proceedings to debugging Midspace to setting up the virtual program. So really kudos to them and thanks a lot for the help in all these aspects. Then we had Kevin and Simone taking care of the ERA track, the early research achievements, and Mario and Laura handling the submissions to the tool demo track. Bin and Paige were responsible for the Rene track, the replications and negative results track, while Neil and Christoph took care of the journal first submissions. Of course, a conference is not just about the scientific program, which is the main part, of course, but there are a lot of other things to do. So there are other people who helped, like Jem and Shinpei, who are the virtualization co-chairs. Again, a lot of work on their side in the past, but also in these 2 days. Then we had Michael and Ari, who were responsible for selecting the most influential paper from ICPC 2012, because they were program chairs in ICPC 2012. And again, they were very professional, responsive. So thanks a lot for the help. And you will see in a few slides what is the MIP that they selected. I would like to thank also Rocco for the help with the finance, for finding a sponsor, and also Bogdan as local chair. And Ayushi and Rosalia that took care of the proceedings. Again, much more work than I expected there, so thanks for the help. And finally, we have Sarah, who is the responsible for the communication, so she's the one tweeting about ICPC. And finally, Bin, who took care of the website and is still updating the website. So thanks a lot to the whole organizing committee for the help. Concerning the scientific program, these are the tracks that we have, as you have already seen from the organizing committee. And let me tell you just that for each of these tracks, the number of submissions that we received, how many of them have been accepted, and as a consequence, what is the acceptance rate that we got, okay? So for the main research track, we got 102 submissions and 48 of them have been accepted. So 47% acceptance rate, which I think is very good. When I say is very good, what I mean is that Venera and Sonia managed to accept a lot of very good papers that you will see in these 2 days. For the ERA track, we got 19 submissions, 11 of which have been accepted, 58%. 4 out of the 9 submissions to the Rene track have been accepted, 44%, and 5 out of 13 tool demos will be presented in these 2 days. Finally, we accepted 2 out of 3 journal first submissions that we got. Now, the two program co-chairs, Venera and Sonia, will tell you much more about the scientific program, including the review process they adopted and, very important, the awards that we have. Thanks a lot for participating. I hope you will enjoy ICPC and see you around in the virtual sessions.
This year at ICPC, we received 116 abstracts, 14 of which were either withdrawn or desk rejected, resulting in 102 paper submissions. Each paper was reviewed by at least 3 reviewers. After the reviews were due, the reviewers had an online discussion clarifying their review and formulating questions for authors. As for the first time in ICPC, there was a rebuttal period. We're very happy with how the rebuttal was received by authors and reviewers. We received 81 rebuttals, after which the reviewers continued their discussion and wrote a meta review for each paper. 48 submissions were accepted. The program committee for the research track this year was composed of 78 members with a mix of junior and senior reviewers. We would like to thank them all for the extraordinary work and continuous effort to provide constructive feedback to authors.
For the ERA track, Kevin and Simone also had 20 outstanding PC members, and we would like to thank them as well for all their help. The tool track had 21 awesome PC members selected by Laura and Mario. Thank you so much to all for your hard work.
Bin and Paige had 16 great PC members review the papers for the Rene track, and we are very grateful for their help.
Now, a few more details about the ICPC program this year. You can find the complete program on the ICPC website hosted on Researcher. There you can see all the sessions and papers, and you can bookmark your favorites and even import them into your calendar. For running the conference this year, we will be using Midspace, Zoom, and Discord for different kinds of sessions and activities. This decision is based on weeks of testing the Midspace platform and determining its strengths and weaknesses, so we hope you will bear with us while we navigate together between these 3 platforms during the conference. We will be using Midspace for the opening and closing ceremonies. The opening is pre-recorded, while the closing will be live. We are also using Midspace for all technical sessions and all but one of the social events. Our 3 keynotes, the most influential paper talk, the Cooking with the PC Chairs social event, and the Open Steering Committee meeting will be hosted on Zoom. You will find all the links to the Zoom events on Midspace in their respective sessions in the schedule. We also created a Discord server to enable interactions between the conference participants, posting questions about anything related to the conference, and also as a resource to ask for help should you encounter technical difficulties during the conference. You should have received your invitation link to Discord in your email, along with more detailed instructions about how to access things during the conference. If you did not receive the links, please let us know and we will resend them. You can also find the detailed instructions on the ICPC website. You can find them by clicking on Attending, then Instructions. We will update the instructions as needed during the conference as new relevant information becomes available. And we will be highlighting any changes in yellow.
You will notice that our technical sessions are organized by topics, which means that we will mingle together papers from different tracks. This also means that sessions have different lengths, so don't forget to check the start and end time for the sessions that you're interested in. All technical sessions will take place on Midspace. Each technical session will start with pre-recorded video presentations. Presentations are 7 minutes for full papers and 4 minutes for short papers. After the videos, the session chair will open the floor for the live Q&A. So be there and be interactive. If you are eager and can't wait to learn more about the papers, you can watch the pre-recorded videos, which are already available on Midspace. And you can read the preprints that some of the authors have shared on Researcher and Midspace.
We also have a few fun social events that we hope you will attend. First, back by popular demand, is the Bring Your Pet to ICPC event. But you don't have to have a pet to attend. Watching internet cat videos actually lowers your stress levels, so this is your chance to lower your stress by seeing some cats, dogs, birds, and other cute creatures live. We also have 2 events, one each day, for just chatting to one another over a drink or coffee or lunch, depending on your time zone. And last but not least, for the first time at ICPC, we will have a Cooking with the PC Chairs event on Tuesday, May 17th. Venera and I will be making 2 recipes live, which you can try to cook along with us, or you can just come watch us trying not to burn down our kitchens. If you want to cook along with us, you can find the ingredients for the 2 recipes on the ICPC website under Attending Cooking with the PC Chairs. We are also launching a challenge right now for all of you to guess what recipes we are making. We will give you 1 clue. They are recipes from our home countries. So I guess you will have to figure out also where we're from as a first step. So tweet us, write us on Discord, and let us see your investigative skills at work. We also have 3 keynotes we are super excited about. The first keynote is Sriram Krishnamurthy from Brown University, and he will share with us his thoughts on underexamined areas of program comprehension for students. Our second keynote is Sierra Jaspan from Google, and she will be talking about using mixed methods research to study and improve software engineering productivity. Our third keynote is Hassan Ayaz from Drexel University, and he will be teaching us about neuroergonomics towards ubiquitous and continuous measurement of brain function during everyday life. And now, the much-awaited ICPC 2022 awards.
The most influential paper award from ICPC 2012 goes to Janet Sigmund et al. For their paper measuring programming experience. Congratulations to all. Now, the distinguished paper awards. To create more suspense, let me first tell you about the process that we followed. As a starting point, we considered all papers that were nominated by reviewers or that received at least 2 accept and no reject scores, which resulted in an initial set of 10 papers. We then carefully reviewed the reviews and discussions and ranked all 10 papers. 4 of them stood out and were awarded the ACM 6 Distinguished Paper Awards for ICPC 2022. And those papers are
Find Bugs in Static Bug Finders by Junji Wang et al. Congratulations to all authors. Anchoring Code Understandability Evaluations Through Task Descriptions by Marvin Vairik et al. Congratulations. Predicting Change Propagation Between Code Clone Instances by Graph-Based Deep Learning Research by Bin Hu et al. Congratulations to all. And Demystifying Software Release Note Issues on GitHub Research by Jianyu Wu et al. Congratulations again to all.
This year, the ERA track chairs, Kevin and Simone, have selected the best ERA paper. And the award goes to Jerin Yasmin et al. For their paper, A First Look at Duplicate and Near Duplicate Self-Admitted Technical Debt Comments. Congratulations to the authors. We will have a special issue on program comprehension at the Journal of Empirical Software Engineering for selected papers of the research track. Invitations will be sent after the conference, so look out for that email.
We had a lot of really amazing reviewers this year, but we identified a few that were truly outstanding across the board in everything they did. It is my pleasure to introduce the winners of the Distinguished Reviewer Awards for ICPC 2022. Gül Çalıklı, Oscar Chaparro, Matthias Galster, Na Meng, Kevin Moran, Csaba Nagy, Nicolaus Tsantalis, and Marvin Vairik. Congratulations to all. We also have a contest going on throughout the conference for the best presentation, and you are all invited to vote. You should have all received a voting email from the Helios voting system. You can cast your vote until the end of the last technical session of the conference on Tuesday, May 17th. We will be announcing the winner right after that during the closing ceremony. We hope you enjoyed the conference, have fun, and don't forget to tweet using the hashtag ICPC22.